Hello and welcome back to the Let's Play of Trails of Cold Steel. So, last time we were doing our last practical exam where we had to fight off Sarah, and we had to do it within 40 turns. We got it done, thanks to Domination Quartz and Laura being super strong. And then, instead of taking a train for our field study, we got on a airship, a red airship, known as the Courageous. And here we are. Good to go. Alright, I had some technical difficulties a few moments ago trying to set up the stream. It wasn't registering, so I had to check, I checked a few things, but nothing quite popped up. I don't know what was wrong. Hopefully we'll have no more issues. Alright. So, we don't have to talk to everybody. We just have to talk to the ones that have markers. Okay, so... Alright, so... Ooh, a supply room? Ooh, shopping. Yes, please. What do we got? What do we got? Oh, it's just the normal general items? Alright. Well, in that case, how many did... Oh, I have a lot of those. Never mind. I'll take 3 more battle scopes to give us an even 50. How are we on ingredients? Looking good. Alright, we're all in the high 20s. That's good enough. You don't have to go crazy with that. Okay. Yes, I do have septic to get rid of. Good. Okay. Tovo and Sarah.
Instructor Sarah? Tovo? What are you guys doing out here?
Oh, just a little bracer-to-bracer information swapping.
That's about the long and short of it. Been a while since I saw you guys, though. Not since last month in Legram.
Yeah, always nice to see a friendly face, though.
Well, despite keeping in touch with him and setting up these arrangements, it came as a surprise to me to see him on board, too.
Clearly, it was meant to be. Honestly, I was only brought on because of my connection with Viscount Arcee.
This airship really is in a class all its own, though. It's not every day you see a ship owned by the Imperial family and captained by the Radiant Blade Master.
This cruiser has the potential to be an important force in Erebonia going forward. Without ties to the Imperial or Provincial armies, it can potentially keep both of them in check if need be. It might not be able to do that quite as well as a strong guild presence could, but it'll still help protect a lot of people.
That's true. It still frustrates me how the guild used to be an institution, and now we're just barely keeping the lights on. At least the Crossbell branch sends its people over to help us out when we need a hand.
Wenzel's one thing, but we owe McLean so many favors, I've lost count.
McLean? Wait, are you talking about...
Oh, yeah, I guess you would have heard of him. He's an A-rank bracer over at the Crossbell branch. A guy we used to work with named Wenzel works there now, too. Wait, maybe we should back it up a bit.
The guy we're talking about is Arios McLean, aka the Divine Blade of Wind. The name probably sounds familiar to you because he's also a practitioner of the 8 Leaves 1 Blade style.
Yeah, that's who I was thinking of. I've never met him myself, but I heard a lot about him from my master. He mastered the school's second form. It sounds about as untouchable as anyone who holds the title of Divine Blade.
Well, he's pretty damn strong, I'll give you that. Bailed me out of more tough spots than I'd like to admit. Speaking of, you know who else is a student of the 8 Leaves School? Cassius Bright. We were talking about him before, remember? He's the bracer who took command during that big incident 2 years ago. Well, from what I heard, he left the way of the sword behind a while back.
Cassius Bright was here in Erebonia. Wait, 2 years ago.
It was an eventful time, to put it lightly. And yeah, we had Cassius to thank for getting us past that. But afterward, well, you know the story from there. They shuttered guild branches all across the Empire, one after the other, and your dear, sweet instructor was out of a job.
I'd be glad to give you all the grisly details, but it's a long story. We should probably save it for another time. But hey, the guild seems to have a good track record with folks from the 8 Leaves School. Maybe you should consider a career as a bracer. Door's always open, you know?
Me? A bracer? Huh. I never really thought about it before.
Hey, there's enough of us singing the Bracer blues without you trying to recruit my students.
Never hurts to start them early. Seriously, though, we're always looking for more good people. If that's something you wanted to do, I wouldn't turn you down.
I'll give it some thought.
And here's a food for thought. Out of all of the members of Class 7, one of them does join the Bracers. Granted, that is well after this game and after the second game. That's when we get into the third game. But I digress. One of them does join the Bracers. Okay, we're on the 5th floor now. Wait. I said to go to the 5th, not the bridge. Oh, I guess the bridge is the 5th floor. Okay then. Whoops. Okay. Here we go. So, Sarah and Toval get voice lines, but everybody else doesn't. Really? That's not fair. Okay, now that we're done talking to everybody, once we travel back to one of the other sectors, we should be progressing story. Hey, Rukia. Okay, I thought I talked to everybody I needed to. Hold on, let me check. Oh, we do have to talk to Elliot, Crow, and the Muses. They didn't have a marker on their head, though. Oh well. Alright, looks like we're heading back down below. No, not that way. This way. There we go. Seriously, Crow, come on. Okay, hopefully that's the last thing I have to do. Surfaces. What am I missing? That's what I'm missing.
At long last, the Courageous is finally taken to the skies of Erebonia. I feel like a mother hen watching her chicks leave the nest.
I'll take your word for it.
Oh, he actually gets a voice. Why does he only get a voice now, out of all the times we've seen him so far?
This may sound a bit forward of me to say, but it sounds like you had some hurdles getting this project together.
It was no easy ride, I'll say that.
I doubt it would have come together without the Prince's unwavering dedication and tireless work. He had to find the time to raise funds and oversee the entire project, in addition to all his official duties. And to add to that, he had to take care of all the arrangements necessary to get Viscount Arce installed as its captain.
I can't even imagine how busy your schedule must have been. Even from a student's perspective, it sounds brutal.
Well, for this ship to have any weight as a deterrent, I needed the Viscount. Thankfully, he agreed to my request. My plan is to create a neutral third power capable of acting independently of our nation's two competing factions. You can think of the Courageous as the first physical embodiment of that ideal.
I would say the second. Because the first embodiment is Class 7.
A third party, huh? I feel like I'm starting to understand at least part of what it is you're trying to accomplish.
The road will be a difficult one,
True, but this is only the beginning. Seeing this ship soar through the clouds for the first time moves my heart, just as when Class 7 was formally established. I look forward to seeing what the future holds for the courageous, and for the brave men and women of your class.
Your Highness.
though. We live in interesting times. The political situation across the Empire seems to grow more ominous by the day. But, with any luck, making a real show out of this ship's launch will push back against the prevailing climate.
Well, that's the hope at least. Either way, you'll have your whole life to split hairs about politics. For now, give your attention to your field study.
Thank you. I know you have high expectations for us, and I hope we'll be able to meet them.
Oh, trust me. Toward the end of the series, you would surpass them. I don't know if I needed to talk to them, but I'm tired of running
Attention,
around.
all crew
There we
members
go.
and passengers.
Story progression.
We will
Finally.
soon be entering Ruhr airspace. Please prepare for landing, and make sure you have all personal effects with you before disembarking.
Sounds like we're almost there. That was a shorter flight than I'd expected. Guess I'd better go round up the others and start getting ready.
Would have been a much shorter flight if I didn't have to run around talking to everybody.
Ruhr Airport's granted us permission to land.
Commence landing preparations. And keep the engine warm. We'll be taking off again right after our guests have disembarked.
Aye, aye, Captain. Preparing the Courageous to land.
to welcome you to Ruhr, home of the Reinford Company. I sincerely hope that your field study here will be a fulfilling one.
Alright, well, first thing we have to do is go up. Damn! You notice I was trying to run up the wrong way for the escalator. If I remember correctly, you'll actually hear dialogue from one of your teammates if you actually attempt to do it. I was hoping to get that done out the way, but maybe we'll try it again later. So we have to go up to the 23rd floor. Okay.
So it looks like the Courageous' inaugural flyover in Heimdall and Ruhr was a success. But don't release an official statement until tomorrow. Yes, that'll be fine. Yes, I'd like you to begin as soon as possible. And keep a careful eye out for any insider trading. Hello, Irina Reinford speaking. Yes, I understand. Fast-track the construction on the special train if you can. No, pay it no mind. I doubt Crossbell-related shares rising is indicative of a larger market trend. But sell them all early next month. Timing is key here.
Wow. She's like a commander issuing orders across multiple fronts. Yeah, it's impressive to see Toa do it. Mrs. Reinford seems to have it down to a science.
She's a general on the battlefield of business.
Ah, right.
Wait, what the?
We all have other matters we need to attend to, so I'll get right to the point. Here.
What?
Thank you.
I've cleared my schedule to dine with you this evening, so anything you wish to discuss can wait until then. I'll leave the rest to you, Sharon.
As you wish, Madam Chairman. When do you expect to return this evening?
I'm planning on 7. Have our guests enjoy a night cruise, if you will.
That sounds splendid. I'll make the necessary arrangements.
That's it? That's all you have to say? I don't care if you ignore me, that's nothing new. But my classmates are here and you're on our board of directors. Would it kill you to show at least a little interest?
Elisa.
Whoa, Elisa, it's okay. You don't need to get worked up for our sake.
Oh, I almost forgot to mention.
Huh?
If you want to return in one piece, I'd suggest you steer clear of the Provincial Army and the Railway Military Police. The same goes for the Marquis's mansion, though I can't imagine what business would take you there. Use common sense, and don't try to overstep your bounds. That'll be all.
Have a safe trip, Madam Chairman.
You gotta be kidding.
Wow, your mom's a real piece of work, Elisa.
The army only wishes it was that efficient.
She certainly has the mettle to head up an international company like this, to say the least.
See? You see why I didn't want to come back now? You can't tell me that gave you a great impression of her.
I think you're being a little hard on her.
She was looking out for our safety, giving us that advice.
Just forget it. Getting all worked up and storming off in a huff is what she wants me to do, and I'm not going to give her the satisfaction.
Okay.
We'll be back before sundown, Sharon. I'd like you to have the guest rooms and dinner preparations sorted by then. Oh, and see to our luggage, would you?
As you wish. Have a safe trip, everyone.
Hello again. Alright, let's see what we got. Alright, we have 3 quests. We got a required and 2 subs. Okay. Okay, that's interesting. Usually the monster request elimination is required, not a sub. Alright, now that I have control again, let us do a few things. Okay. Am I gonna keep this team? Yeah, we'll keep this team. I just need to do tactics. Yeah, that's unacceptable. If we do switch these guys in, I want them to be... Okay. Let me just do a quick look through. Okay, Elliot has to be set up. So does Machias. Alright, V we're going to unequip. And you also need their accessories. Okay. Okay, well, if I remember correctly, there should be an accessory in here that gives me 100% accuracy. There it is. Then where is the Grado? There it is. Perfect. Do you first? You have... Alright. What is this? Okay, so that's all the high-powered water magic. Alright. So we don't have to equip any water magic. Good. Okay, we're gonna want the EP cut 2. What else we got in here that'll be useful? We'll give you the cross. Alright. Now we need everything else, so... We're not going to be dealing with anything of the higher elements, I do believe, so... Well, the Cross Crusade will be there in case we do have higher elements, but... You know what? Unless we need higher elements, we'll put something else on. We'll give them an extra EP cut. So, since we're not going to worry about higher elements, what does... Nope. Yggdrasil. We can have 3 different fire techniques, or wait, where is that damn thing? No, not that. Where is it? You have it. Purgatory. It's a small area, but it's the strongest fire quartz that we have currently. So let's see what else we got. That's 1 offensive and 2 healing. That is wind, earth, and space. We don't need that. We'll go with the vortex. Okay. That. Okay, so let's look at arts. 1 earth, lots of water, we got fire, 1 wind. It's basically all we need as long as we're only going for anything that's not higher element. Let's see what else we can put in. That'll work. Alright. Arceus. Let's try to do this quickly. Give him Crescent Mirror, Harvest, Gindu, an extra Petrify, extra Poison. Flood. And we'll give him Spirit Breaker. Okay. I think we are set now. Alright, sorry for that. I should have checked that beforehand, but oh well. Alright. Let's see where we have to go first. Okay, we have to find a place called the Dining Bar and head to the 2nd floor to get a new recipe. Past that, we have to go to General Goods Store to buy a new book and a accessory. Other than that, it's basically check all the shops and see what we get for armor and weapons. So, let's see where everything is. Okay, so we got a cathedral there, hotel, arms there, Ah, dining bar's at the other end. Okay, so we'll go there first. Okay, so who do we have to talk to? Yep, talk to her. We have to talk to her twice. Tomato cocktail. Okay. Let's see if anybody can make that. Okay, so we have two possibilities.
Okay.
Fee, Crow, and then the bad one would be
Better than
Marcus.
expected. Oh, you mad, okay?
Okay.
Sure, I'll give it a shot.
See what Crow can get done.
Oh, you're gonna
There
like
we
this.
go. We got the good one from Crow. And that means
All right, I'll give it a try.
Marcus.
Let's never speak of
There
this
we
again.
go. So the main reason for wanting the really bad one is because that is part of a ongoing quest that picked up way in the beginning of the game. We have to deliver the yellow looking dish to the maid in the first dormitory for the nobles, and Instructor Thomas wants the type dishes for some reason or another. He says it's for research, but whatever. But we have 3 more recipes to get, and once we hand those in, we're supposed to get a very powerful quartz from both of them. So we'll see how that works. But for now, we're done collecting that recipe. Next, we have to find the general goods store. So let's see if we can find that on the... There it is. Okay, so shop. Oh, we already have a kitty strap. How the hell do we... Okay. You know what? I'm not gonna argue. Okay, we got the reprints. We already have the Chronicle. Okay. I don't know how the hell I already have a kitty strap, considering it says here that you don't find one until now, so... okay, sure, game. Alright, now it will be... Let's check the repair shop. Okay, let's see. Okay, so he's a trade shop just like Mitch back in Trista. Okay. We are going to have to come here eventually for another quest, if I remember correctly. Let's go to the RF store. Okay, so our sub quest is there. We'll get to that in a minute. Yeah, us get stuff for... Oh, hello, that's new. I was gonna say, us get stuff for free? That's not gonna happen. Ancient glyph, that is new. It costs 1,000 sepets. Well, shit. Well, if that means there's a new fire, I'm very screwed, because I have only 300. Well, there's Maelstrom. Purgatory Flame. We only have one until we get more Fire Sepith. We ain't getting another, unfortunately. Attack 3, we have a few of those. Oh, there's the Ragnar Vortex. We only got one of that, and Elliot has it equipped. Still only at Evade 2? Come on, game, where is Evade 3? Grim Butterfly still the best one there. No P3 yet. No Cast 3. Cross Crusade still the best here. No EP Cut 3. Phantom Phobia still the strongest. Okay. So the only really big new thing was the Ancient Glyph, and we got an extra Maelstrom. Okay. Nope, no Monster Quartz. No extra Master Quartz is what I meant to say. Okay, so. Oh, Elliot, instead of you having an Yggdrasil, you're going to get the Ancient Glyph. And instead of Crystal Flood for you, you are going to get Maelstrom. You have Flood, which already gives you those. Okay. Sounds good. Alright, next let's go to Arms Shop. See if we can get some new weapons. Okay. We're gonna have to sell some stuff in order to have more money. So let's sell off our old weapons. All our old armor. And 2 Zerum capsules should do it. Oh, you're kidding me. Okay. I'm gonna have to sell more stuff. Damn it. Alright, fine. 3 capsules. I am definitely going to have to do some grinding at some point to stack up on money, because we are getting awfully low on capsules, and we don't have any more ways to get more, because we are completely out of those shiny bait palm baits, because that was our surefire way of getting those capsules. Anyway, let's start with this side quest, which is the Can You Hear Me Now quest. I did not mean to hit turbo. Stop that. So, like he said, we only need to get 3. However, if we get 5 of the locations, we get extra AP. And that's exactly what we're going to do, because the entirety of this Let's Play has been full AP run as rank through every field study. So, that's what we're going to do. So let's see where we gotta go first. Okay, anywhere that is on this floor, hopefully. Doubtful. Let's see here. Nope, looks like everything we need is on the 2nd floor. Am I right? Yep. So we gotta go up 1 floor. Really? I went up the wrong way and it didn't give me any dialogue? Bullshit. Alright, so one of the spots that we have to use that thing is in here. Okay, so that is the first one. Next, next one's actually over here. Right down here.
Looks like a dead end. This was some kind of maintenance room, I think.
As you can tell, it's locked. However, we do that. Okay, now that one's done. Up next is the cathedral. Okay, next we have to go to... We'll see where it is on the map. See which one's closest. Okay, Okay. I don't know if it's inside his shop or outside, but we'll find out. Inside the shop. Okay, next is a place where we... Can we fast travel there? Is that where we have to go? Corporate? Nope. Okay, so the place we have to go is not a fast travel spot. It is over here. Ah, damn cutscene. Okay, now that we're in here, and that's exactly what we're gonna do, is head back. Ancient glyph. I wish I knew that ahead of time. I would not have spent the Sepith to get it, because the version he gave us was an upgraded version. Because there's the normal version, and here's the upgraded version. Increased defense, increased strength. Well, Elliot doesn't really need increased strength, but I won't deny he could use the extra defense. Okay, so let's see where we're going next. Okay, so next is the other side quest. We have to go to the Spina Byroad. That's for the monster. Okay, this way. Alright, I'm going to cut stream here and hopefully start up the next one, and I'll see you guys in a little bit. Alright. See you in a bit.